Have you ever wondered why people in China say things like, "I'm a dragon" or "she's a tiger" when they talk about themselves? No, it's not cosplay, it's the Chinese Zodiac. 12 animals that cycle year by year and shape how people describe their personalities, fortunes, and even dating life. And here's the wild part. This tradition isn't just cute fortune cookie stuff. It's a 2,000-year-old cultural fossil that's still alive today. So where did the Zodiac come from? Well, the origin story of the Zodiac is like trying to figure out who really invented cheese. Sure, we can narrow it down, but the hard facts, names, dates, location, all lost to the sands of time. When it comes to the Zodiac, some scholars argue that maybe it came from Egypt, or India, or maybe it's purely homegrown Chinese. Nobody's 100% sure. But one thing's clear. The Zodiac has been around for a very long time. We know this because archaeologists in China found ancient bamboo strips in tombs from over 2,200 years ago that already list the 12 animals. At that time, the Roman Empire was still the Roman Republic. A poetic roll call. About 1,500 years ago, a poet named Shen Jiang got inspired and wrote a whole poem about the zodiac animals. It goes kind of like this. The rat lays tracks on a dusted desk, the ox saunters homeward at sunset, the tiger roars in the valley, the rabbit stares at the moon, and so on. All the way through the dragon, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, and pig. Why the rat comes first. So here's the real mystery. Why on earth is the rat number one? Think about it. Out of all the majestic creatures, dragon, tiger, horse, the rat is somehow the star of the show? Scholars have theories. Fear factor. Thousands of years ago, rats were humanity's worst roommates. They chewed through food, spread disease, and were impossible to get rid of. Maybe people thought, we can't beat them, so we should worship them instead. In fact, archaeologists found ancient jade carvings of rats from over 6,000 years ago, evidence that people treated them with religious awe, the night shift. Another idea is that the rat matches the ancient Chinese system of 12 time periods. Midnight, the first hour, was prime rat party time. So, since midnight starts the day, and midnight is when rats are the most active, rats became the first in the Zodiac. The trickster legend. But the version kids love, and that you might have heard of, is the folk tale. All the animals had a race to decide the order of the Zodiac. The ox was winning, plodding along steadily, when the sneaky rat hitched a ride on its back and jumped off at the finish line to grab first place. Somewhere in there, a cat overslept and missed the whole thing, which is why cats never made it to the Zodiac, and also why cats and rats are enemies to this day. Why it still matters. So, whether you think of the Zodiac as a way to worship humanity's oldest rival, a midnight time clock system, or the world's oldest animal race prank, the point is, people in China have been living with these animals as part of their culture for millennia. Even today, the Zodiac decides who's lucky this year and who's a good match for marriage. And of course, what animal you proudly call yourself. So, if you're a rat, congratulations, you're number one. But remember, you only got there by riding on an ox's back. And that's the story of how the Chinese Zodiac, this ancient, funny, and slightly sneaky tradition, still runs through everyday life in China.